happens when you have prayed, you have cried, you have waited and hoped for change in your marriage, but nothing changes? What happens when the same argument keep happening year after year in your home? When the same habits keep hurting your home over and over again. I mean, when you are emotionally exhausted from trying to make the marriage work alone, what happens? So today, I want to speak to couples who are tired. I mean, those who are tired of the tension in their home, those who are tired of complaints, those who are tired of pretending everything is okay, when deep down there's frustration, there's disappointment, and there's pain. I know there are husbands and their wives who feel exhausted because of how their marriage is going right now. I know there are some people who are tired of constantly complaining about the same behavior and their partner refuses to change. And I know others are tired of being criticized. Yeah, there are people that are being criticized despite all the efforts they have made to keep the marriage and the peace in their home. Yes. And honestly, waiting for a change can be painful. I know that part. Especially when people keep telling you, oh, don't worry, things will get better with time. Don't worry, it will change. Don't worry, she will change over time. But now it has been 5 years or maybe even longer, and you're still waiting for that change to happen. Yeah. And I understand how easy it is to cry. I understand how easy it is to complain, to nag, or to shut down emotionally when you feel unheard or when you feel disappointed rather. But here is the truth. Real change cannot be forced. You need to get that. Your cry, your nagging will not make the other partner to change. Change only happens when a person sees the need to change and they become willing to do the work. Even the best counselor cannot help someone who refuses to acknowledge that their behavior is damaging their marriage. You know, there are people that do not understand this. Because true change begins in the mind and in the heart of someone who is really doing that bad thing in the marriage. And it does not matter how long you guys have been married. It does not. For instance, a person who cheats they must first admit that infidelity destroys trust. That until then, there won't be change. A dishonest person must understand that marriage cannot survive where it's constant deception. Yes, until then, there won't be change. Another example could be a disrespectful partner. They must first realize that words and attitude can slowly destroy love and emotional safety in the home. Yes, and another example is an abusive partner must first understand that hurting their partner is never strength. It is weakness that is disguised as control. Yes, until then, there won't be change. And the very first thing to do towards healing is honesty. We need to be honest about our behavior. We need to be honest about the pain we are causing. And we need to be honest about the kind of marriage we truly want to build. Until then, there won't be change. And now, let me lovingly ask those who continue in these harmful habits. Are you not tired? Are you not tired? Do you like the way you don't have peace in your home? Do you enjoy seeing your spouse constantly hurting? Constantly feeling frustrated or when they are emotionally drained just because of your actions? Your partner has been bringing up this same issue for years. Not because they hate you need to get this, but because the pain is still there for them. Because they are still hurting inside of them. And I understand that it is very important and habits are very difficult to break. I get that part. I know there are people who genuinely want to change, but they keep falling back into the same behavior because those patterns have become deeply rooted in their lives. But if you keep repeating destructive cycles and nothing is changing, can you please hear me clearly on how you can help yourself? Because there's no shame in seeking help. There's no shame in getting counseling or getting mentorship or being accountable, finding someone that you can be accountable to or getting support from people that you think can really help you. Because when you continue down the path that destroys your peace, your joy, or the family, that it will only leave you frustrated and empty over time. And it will also leave your partner frustrated and empty over time. And please, do not allow your pride or your ego to stop you from becoming someone better. Because there's no weakness in apologizing. There's no weakness in changing. In fact, there's no weakness in starting over and rebuilding your marriage together. Please, it's never too late. In fact, it takes strength to want to start over. And peace is in a home does not happen by accident. I usually say this. It does not happen by accident. It happens when two people become intentional about the growth, about their healing, and about understanding the love that they have for each other. Until then, there won't be change. Okay? And if you keep walking down the wrong path, please, you need to understand that you will be frustrated over time because that road does not lead to peace or joy for you. And but do you know what? Change is possible when you are willing. When you're willing to heal, your marriage can heal. When your home can become peaceful again. Yes, you need to know that it can become peaceful. And your relationship can also become stronger than it has ever been. You need to get that it is possible. But someone has to decide. You have to decide that, or you are tired of the chaos that is happening in your home and that you are ready to change. Until then, you will not see any change in your marriage or the way things are done in your home. Okay? And thank you so much for watching today's video.